Good morning. It is Sunday. It feels early. It shouldn't. It is time to start class. Cheryl, how's it going? Ow, this dog sitting on my shin. Jane, 2 days in a row. All right, it's Sunday. The dog is in place. My eyes are watering already. I don't know why. We are going to do Barre-ish Bootcamp today. If you're new to this, no worries. All you need is enough room where you're standing to step forward, side, and back. If you have a mat, I'm gonna turn my music up. If you have a mat, that's an added bonus. Kind of gives you a home base, somewhere to be centered. Hi, Steve. And then we'll use some resistance. I'm using a weighted bar. If you don't have one of these, and probably don't unless you've been doing this with me all along, I use a 12-pound weighted bar. If you don't have one, you could just use dumbbells, like 5 pounds, 3 pounds, nothing at all. If you don't have dumbbells, hi Ari. If you don't have dumbbells, you could take 2 same-size water bottles. You could fill water bottles with sand or rice. Have at it. And you can also do this class with no resistance at all, because that'll work too. If you have that stuff, just set it out in front of you. I'm working barefoot. You're welcome to wear shoes if you prefer that, but I wouldn't go with socks because that gets a little slippery. If you're watching this, oh, where's my sign? It's way back there. So it's Sunday, crewed and set it up. You can see it way back there. If you're watching this later on YouTube, on my fitness channel, thank you for that. Thanks for subscribing, sharing, liking the videos. And then if you have not yet been to my YouTube fitness channel and you're watching this on Instagram, my link to that YouTube channel is in my Instagram bio. So also thank you to everybody who's been able to throw a donation in my Venmo or my PayPal or even my old school mailbox. I really appreciate it. If you are still currently unemployed, like a lot of people I know, don't worry about it. Just keep sweating with me. And if you've got an injury of any kind, make sure you stick with the first or second levels of the intervals that I'm doing. And if you've seen a doctor for injury, make sure that you've been cleared to do this. Having said all that, the way the class goes, if you're new, is I do a warm-up with a lot of upper body stabilization built right in. Then I do a section with resistance. You don't have to use resistance if you don't like. Then I do a section of cardio drills, intervals that all flow together. Then we go to the floor and stretch. So I build all those intervals layer by layer so you stick with the layer that works for you on any particular day. All right, after party today is going to be upper body, dumbbells, and a little bit of hip openers like I always do, shoulders. After party is after the class, as it states. I like to keep a couple towels nearby and also some water in a wine glass, because it makes me feel like maybe there's not a pandemic going on. All right, having said all of that, let's stand up. Feet under your hips, hips under your shoulders, toes facing me. Your toes can wiggle here. Your knees are straight, but they're not locked. Both arms come up to a V. Now find a squat position. That's your tailbone reaching back to where the wall meets the floor behind you. Shoulders down and back. Oh my gosh. David Simon, are you doing my class? Wiggle your toes. Hold it here. Now bring your arms down. Point your fingertips to where the wall meets the floor behind you. When you come up, bring your arms back up to the V. Sink down, find your squat. Wiggle your toes. Come back up. Let's try that slightly faster here. So squat down for 2, and then up for 2 again. Sink down for 2. Let's try it single counts here. So squat, V, squat, V, squat, V. Do it again. Let's have 4. Last 2. And then from here, forward fold. Either grab your elbows or let your hands fall to the floor. Either way will work. Give my music a little bump. So either way, your toes can wiggle. You'll try to straighten your left leg bend your right knee, change sides, straighten your right leg, and bend your left knee. Let's do it again, change sides, straighten your left leg, bend your right. Change sides, straighten your right, bend your left. Then bend both knees, let your head hang, lift your tailbone up, slowly unroll, one bone at a time. Roll your shoulders down and back at the top for 4, 3, 2. Both arms come up, forward fold, tailbone lift, unroll, one bone at a time, and at the top, shoulders down and back, right arm comes up, lean to your left, bend both knees, fold in the middle, left arm to the right. Let's reverse that. Lean to the right, bend both knees, fold, right arm to the left, slightly faster, same thing. Over, fold, around, reverse. Over, fold. Now both arms come up together. This time, bend your knees far enough so you can get your hands to the floor and step your feet back to a downward facing dog. Looks like an upside down V. Your tailbone lifts up to where the wall meets the ceiling behind you. Your heels reach for the floor. Palms pressing into the floor. Both heels lift up and lower. Lift and lower. Do it again. Twice more. Then hold. Lower your hips to plank. Hands underneath your shoulders. Feel free to put your knees on the floor. From any plank, come back up to your down dog. Back to plank, lower 1, 2, back up to dog. So anytime you come down to plank, feel free to put your knees on the floor. It's not a contest. I don't have any prizes. Lower for 2, lift. One more. Hold your down dog and shift your weight over to your right hand and foot. Bring your left leg up until you feel the stretch behind your right leg. You can stay right here or bend your left knee and open your left hip. If you took the bend and rotation, straighten back out to your down dog split. Now lower your hips, bring your left knee in and try to step it through. Get there any way you can. Hands up to your left leg, then up to a crescent pose. Let me turn so you can see it. So your back leg is trying to be straight. Doesn't have to be, you can bend if you need. Back heel is up. You can take your feet wider apart if you like for a better base. From here, hinge at the hips. 1, 2, and up. Same thing again. 1, 2, and up. Do it again. 2 more. 1, 2, up. Last time. And then both hands on the inside of your left foot. And turn back this way. Engage your core by pulling your belly button to your spine and step back. Find any plank. Maybe your knees are down. Maybe they're up. Come back up to a downward facing dog. Remember this position. Your tailbone lifts up. Your heels press into the floor. Shift over to your left hand and foot. And bring your right leg up until you feel the stretch behind your left leg. You can stay right here or bend your right knee and open your right hip. If you took the bend and rotation, straighten back out to your down dog split or 3-legged dog, as it really is. And then lower your hips, bring your right knee into your chest. Try to step it through. Get there any way you can today. Make sure you can wiggle your right toes. Hands up to your right leg. Bring your arms up, crescent pose. Back heel is up, back leg can be straight or slightly bent. Either way, hinge at the hip. For 2 and up. Again, try to keep your core completely engaged. Once you release, you'll probably wobble a little more than you want to. This time, both hands on the inside of your right leg. Engage your core, wiggle your right toes, and step back to plank. Find any plank, knees down or up. If your knees are up, you can hold or you can rock forward and back. So if your knees are down, you're not gonna rock. And hold any plank. Lift your tailbone up, down dog. And then lower your knees, release your feet, hips to your heels. Child's pose right here. Round up to a modified plank. Hands underneath your shoulders. You can stay here or bend your elbows a little bit. You stay in, not out. Maybe a little more, maybe further. Either way, push the floor away from you. Hips to your heels. That's our position. Let's do it again slowly. Round up to a modified plank. Stay here, wear your shoulders. Push them down. Maybe you bend, straighten, make it flow. Round up and hold or bend. Child pose here. Round, hold or bend. Hold or bend. It's up to you. Round up, hold or bend. Same thing. Round, hold or bend. Once more. Next time when you get to modified plank, hold it there. Tuck your toes. Lift your tailbone up by pushing against the floor. Bring your knees back to the floor. Release your feet. Child pose. Those are our positions. We'll make it flow. 2 counts to each position. Round up for 2. Down dog. 1, 2. Lower your knees. Child pose. Same thing. Round up for 2. Push down for 2. Child pose. Let's do it again. Round up for 2. Push down for 2. One more time through. You should be feeling nice and warm. On the next pass, modified plank and then hold it there. Hands under your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees. Shift your weight to your left hand and foot. Bring your right knee in. If you need to, set it down on the floor. If you don't need to, try to cross it underneath your left leg. You can stay here or open up to a side plank with your legs, what am I trying to say? Split. Your right hand is underneath your right shoulder. Left fingertips straight up. Hold here. Maybe you reach over your left ear, pushing the floor away from you. If you took the reach over, bring it right back up. And left hand back to the floor. Engage your core. Step back to any plank. So your knees can be down or up. If you're up, shift over your right hand and foot. Bring your left knee in. You can always set it down. But if you're holding it up, maybe you cross it underneath. Once you're there, maybe you open up, keeping your left wrist under your left shoulder. Maybe your top arm reaches over your ear, pushing the floor away from you. If you took the arm over, maybe bring it up. And then rotate both hands back to the mat. If your leg is crossed underneath, bring it back to plank. Lift your tailbone up from any plank. Down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold. Lift your tailbone up. Let your head hang. Unroll in 4, 3, 2. You should be warm. Grab a sip of whatever you're drinking. It's Sunday, you can be drinking anything. Adjust your outfit if you need to. Grab your resistance. Shoulders down and back. If you're using dumbbells, you'll hold them by your side in an overhand grip. Shoulders down and back, feet underneath your hips, hips underneath your shoulders. You should be able to wiggle your toes. Let's take 2 counts to get to squat. 1, 2, push down. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Remember, the floor is your own personal leg press. You push down to find your straight position right here. Squeeze your glutes underneath you. Single count squats. Sink, push down to get to the top. So sink, push away. 4 more like that. So 4, push, 3, last 2, and hold it up. Drop the elbows, whether you're using dumbbells or a bar. You'll press your bar or your dumbbells up on a diagonal to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. No knees are locked, no elbows are locked. Bring it down, 1 of each. Squat once, diagonal press once. Again, squat once, press once. So this is your move. You can work here in this tempo, or you can make it flow, squat to press. Slightly faster. You don't have to do this level. Maybe your left knee comes up at the top. So squat, press, squat, press. Remember, it's a diagonal press, not straight up overhead. Again, let's do 4 more just because we can. 4, press, 3, last one here, just the squat. Easy enough. Hold your dumbbells or your bar right where they are and take your feet wide, toes to the corners. Sink your hips, push down. Checking my heart rate already. It's not even that high. And I'm like, whew. I think it was yesterday, I did an experimental Zoom class. And my heart rate got super duper high. Had a lot of new tech happening. 2 more here. Hold your hip sink. Little pulses here. So hips still under your shoulders. Shoulders down and back. 3, 2, hold your pulse. Both heels lift. Extend your legs. Lower your heels. Wiggle your toes. Slightly faster. So we sink, heels up. Extend 1 more time. Sink, press, up tempo from here. Sink, press, up. Sink, lift, up. Again. Let's do it again. 4 more times. 4. Working through your feet. 1 more time. Now just the hip sink twice. 1 more. Now heels lift up. 1 more heel lift. 1 of each. Sink your hips. Sink, heel lift by pushing down through the ball of your foot. Slightly faster here. Sink, press. Sink, press. Again. And now straight through. Sink to press. Down, up. Using your feet to get you up. 3, 2, hold it at the top. And then sink your hips. Lower your heels. Shake it out. Parallel squat right here. Sink. Push down to come up. If you're using dumbbells, you'll hold them by your sides. If you're using a bar, flip your grip. 1 hand at a time. You're in an underhand grip. If you're using a bar, you'll roll the bar up to your elbows. Lace your fingers. Now, if you're using dumbbells, you'll take them and cross them across your chest. Left leg steps back once. Step. Other way. Step. This is your pattern. You can work right here. Or you can sink your hips. Their legs are slightly turned out. Toes to the corners. Still using the floor as your own personal leg press. Let's do it again. So you sink, press, sink, press. Let's do it again. Now triple pulse down. You have 3, 2, 1. Other side. In 3, 2, 1. Triples again. 3, 2, 1. Last time in triples. Now single counts here. Left, press. 2 more. And then parallel squats right here. Sink, push down. 2 more here. This time, left leg steps back. Only step here. Hold. Sorry, I should have told you to hold. Pick your back heel up. Find your lunge. Come back together. Let's try it on the right. Step back once. Sink your hips. Right heel comes up. Rotate. Find your lunge. Together. Squats here. So here's what's going to happen. You'll start with your lunge. You'll open to that turned out position. Your heel will come up You'll return to your lunge and back here. Yes? I'm making this sound more difficult than it is. Left leg step back lunge, slow motion, hold your lunge, rotate out to where our step back was, heel up, lunge, together, slightly faster. Lunge, out, lunge, together. Step lunge, sink, lunge, do it again. Back, open, step, together. Lunge, open, that's your move. Lunge, open, again. We'll go twice more before we do the other side. Step, open, last one, and parallel squat. Sink, squeeze. Now that we have it, despite my rickety setup of the move, we'll try it on the other leg. 2 more right here. Are you ready? Slow motion, right leg steps back. Find your lunge, open up, sink, heel up, lunge, together, up tempo from here. Lunge, open, lunge, together. Lunge, open, lunge. Keep your core in the game. Belly button pulling back towards your spine. Keeping your core one solid piece. Again, lunge, sink. Let's go twice more. So lunge, open, last one, and parallel squat. Pushing against the floor to come up. One more, hold it at the top. Shift your weight onto your right foot. Left knee comes up. Press your left heel forward towards me. Bring it back to the center. Extend your left leg behind you. Try not to lean forward. And back to the center. That's your move, single count. Extend forward, center, back. So it doesn't have to be high behind you because you want to keep your chest lifted up. So it's extend, bend, extend behind you. You can lace your fingers if you're using the bar. Dumbbells are here. Or if it's better for you, you can hang them by your sides. Hold your left leg back behind you and pulse. Press your left hip towards me. Shoulders down and back. And 4, 3, 2, hold your pulse. Heel towards the hip and extend. Same thing, heel towards the hip and extend. One more time, slowly, and single count. So you're only going about halfway in. If you're able to get your heel all the way into your hip, that tells you that this knee should be further back. All you're looking for is a little hello to the hamstring. One more time, hold your extension, pulse right here. As you pulse, bend your back knee and point the knee to the side of the room, but press your hip forward. I know it's a lot of instruction. Can you wiggle your right big toe, or are you trying to hang on like a monkey? There's nothing to hold on to on the floor. Press your left hip towards me. 3, 2, parallel squat. Sink. You're welcome. Sink, push down. Before we do the other side, let's take our feet out wide. Toes to the corners, sink. Knees tracking over your toes. Just a little sorbet for your glutes. Push down. You want to feel the push on the inside of the leg. Push down, let's do it again. In 4, push, 3, 2 more. Back to the center, parallel squat. Let's do 4 of these. 3, 1 more. We'll balance onto our left leg. Right knee comes up. Wiggle your left toes. Extend your right heel towards me and center. Stay upright. Right leg behind you. Press your right hip forward. Back to the center. Single count here. Front, center, back. Try not to lean. Front, back. You have it, I guess. I can't see you. Again, let's take it front, center, back. One more time. This time, hold your right leg back. Hold it. Press your right hip towards me. Give your right leg a little pulse. I'll turn so you can see it. 3, 2, and hold. Heel towards the hip. But remember, not all the way in, because if the heel gets all the way in, That means you can take your knees further back behind you. Yes. Again, heel towards the hip. Let's go in single count, half curls. Sink, not sink. Curls, what I meant to say. Can you wiggle your left toes? Give me 2 more. Then hold your leg and pulse. As you pulse, you'll bend the leg, point your knees out to the right side of your room. Press your right hip towards me. Can you wiggle your toes? How's your booty feel now? What? 4 more pulses here. 4, 3, 2, parallel squat. Hello. All right, keep your squat. If you're using a bar, unlace your hands. If you're using dumbbells, you can bring them down by your sides. If you're using a bar, unroll your bar, flip your grip, one hand at a time to overhand, shoulders down and back. As you squat, whether you're using dumbbells or a bar, set your resistance on the floor in front of you. Pushing the floor away from you. Now's a great time to grab a sip of whatever you're drinking. If you want to learn how to do it without pausing your movement, you can keep your squat on the way up, step out, squat with the one leg, grab your beverage. Now the key is to take a sip on the way up so you don't spill it, right? Ready to go. That's how it works. I'm not really advocating drinking a beverage while you move, but sometimes it's just a fun challenge. I'm gonna set this down. All right, keep your squat, pushing the floor away from you, palms together, touch your knees, knuckles up, sink, up. Touch your knees, knuckles up. This is our first move out of the gate without the resistance. 1 more, palms together, keep your squat, sink. Make sure you have space behind you to work. We'll start left, you've done it. Step back once, step back. Other way, step back. Easy enough. Try to sink your hips and push down to come up. So you push down to come up. Maybe you reach back up behind you. So you're not reaching down for the floor as much as you're reaching up behind you. Let's do 4 more like that. So 4, 3, 2, back to your parallel squat. Here, touch your knees, knuckles up. 2 more. Let's do it again. Left leg steps back once. Together, right leg. 2 more. Center, parallel squat. Touch your knees. 4. Up. 3. Can your toes wiggle? Again, left leg steps back here. 4. 3. 2. Parallel squat. Touch your knees. 4. Press up. 3. 2. Let's do another set. Left leg steps back. 4. 3. 2. Parallel squat. Touch your knees. 4. What's that? You want to do it again? Okay. Left leg steps back. Last set of these. 2 more. Sink down. Parallel squat. Last set, I promise. 4. Up. 3. 2. Pull it up the top. Hold. Feet under your hips, hips under your shoulders. Try to lift your heels up and balance. Your joints are like a game of Jenga. They need to line up. Try to find your squat so your hips go back. Now your shoulders are sort of over your knees. Try to lower your heels, wiggle your toes, palms together. Push down to come up and squat. So make sure now you have enough room on the sides. The lateral movement, left leg, slow motion lateral lunge. Step out for 2, push up, single count. Out, again, other side, slow motion. 1, bend, press up, single twice. 1 more, parallel squat. So the lateral lunge is a step out with a bend on the outside leg. you push again. Left side, lateral lunge, step, press. 2 more. Out to your right. Right side, out. Press, sink, press. 1 more, easy enough. Keep that in your head, squat, down, up. We'll add on. 1 more, hold your squat. Now rotate over to your right. Left leg goes back behind you. Try to keep your thumbs in the middle of your chest. Together, squat. We'll walk through the motion on the other side. Hold your squat. Hold. Right leg goes back. You rotate left. Try to keep your thumbs at your chest. Come back and squat. Easy enough. The trick is to keep your thumbs here on your rotation. Here we go. Left leg back. Rotate, other way. Rotate, other way. Now that you have it with your thumbs in the middle of your chest, try to open. Open. So fingertips reach towards the floor and then also back behind you. So you're rotating through your middle. 4, 3, 2, and parallel squat. That one is trickier on your balance than you think it'll be. So what do we have? What do we have? We've learned our lateral lunge and our rotation either here or here, yes? Take a little step back. Make sure you have room in front of you for the next piece. Left leg, step forward 1 time, straight forward here, other side. So what happens is your back heel does a little lift off the floor. This is reminiscent of that step back lunge we did a little while ago. Step, here we go. Step, reach, maybe you sink your hips a little further. Sink, up, arms, circle out, straight up, down, straight up, circle out. 2 more, easy enough. Parallel squat here, sink. We know this part. 2 more, palms together. Can we put it all together? Lateral lunge, rotate, step forward, 1 squat. Let's do only the feet to start. So you have in your head, then we'll add in the arms if you're ready. Left leg, lateral lunge, left leg, rotate to your right, step forward, 1 squat. Right side, lateral lunge, rotate back to your left. Step forward, 1 squat. Left side, so I'm not really doing my arms yet. Rotate, step forward, 1 squat. Right side, lateral. You can go out and open, rotate forward, 1 squat. Left side, and open your arms, rotate, out, up. Squat 1. Right side, open your arms out, up, rotate, forward, squat 1. Left side, lateral lunge, rotate, lunge forward or step, squat 1. Right side, lateral, rotate, open, step forward, lunge, squat 1. Do it again, left side, lateral, rotate, lunge forward, squat 1. Right side again, so lateral, rotate, step forward, squat 1. Last time, left side, lateral, rotate, forward, squat to reach. Right side here, lateral, rotate, forward, squat 1, hold your arms up. Try to lift your heels, hold here, try to find your squat. Are your heels still up? Maybe you extend your fingertips. Palms together. Lower your heels, wiggle your toes, come up and squat. Enough hurting of our brain. Take a little step forward. Your heart rate's probably elevated now. Feet wide, 10 toes towards me. Keep this wide squat, remembering that the floor is your own personal leg press. You can reach down, pull up as you push down through your feet. Pull up, sink, pull up. Sink, pull up, hold it up, pull your arms down in 4, reach up, pull down. Maybe This becomes a crunch. Hips and shoulders closer together. 4, up, 3, 2. Now wide squat. Reach down, pull up. Push with your feet. Pull an imaginary rope out of the floor. Hold up, pull down or crunch here, or just a pull. You decide. Again, squat, reach and pull, reach. Push through your feet. Pull up with your hands. And pull down or crunch. So pull or crunch. Again, squat, reach and pull. 4, up, 3, 2, hold up, pull down, or make it a crunch. Up to you. You can crunch. 2 more. Now hop or pedal here. So you can pedal or you can hop. Up to you. Either way, we'll step out right there. So pedal, step, or hop, jump, or pedal, hop. You decide your combo. 4, 3, on the last one, your arms go up. Left arm, reach down. Other way. So your knees are bent, your toes are facing me. Maybe you give a little lean, but on the lean, your fingertips reach up to the ceiling. Hop or pedal right here. So pedal, step, or hop. Jump. On the fourth one, arms go up. Left side. 4, up. Can you wiggle your toes? Hop or pedal here. 4, 3, maybe you pedal, step, left side. So you pick your level. Now hop or pedal, just hop or pedal. So we're gonna put all those things together. Yes, starts right here. Wide parallel, if we did a squat or reach, and then a pull or a crunch, then a hop or a pedal, then a side reach. Put all 4 of those together. Sure. Let's start. Wide reach and pull. 4, up, 3, 1 more. Now reach or reach and pull. 4, up, 3, 2. Here comes your hop or pedal here. 4, 3, 2. Arms go up. Left side. Maybe you lean, maybe don't lean. Either way, you can wiggle your toes. Now squat, reach and pull. Starting at the top, push the floor away from you. Pull down or make it a crunch. 4, 3, 2. Here it is. Hop or pedal here. 4, 3, 2. Arms go up. Left side. Lean or not. Start again. Wide squat. Reach and pull. 4, up, 3. Push down. Reach, pull down, or make it a crunch. 2 more. Now hop or pedal here. 4, 3, 2. Arms go up. Left arm, down and up. Guess what? We're gonna do it one more time all the way through. Squat, reach and pull. 4, up. Push against the floor. Pull down or crunch. You decide. 2 more. Hop or pedal here. Hop or pedal, step or jump. 1 more. Arms up. Left side. 4, up. 3, 2, and hop or pedal. So hop or pedal here. You might notice my hair did not fall apart because I have not 1, not 2, but 3 big ponytail holders strapping it in. All right, so you're gonna pedal or hop. If you're pedaling, you'll stay right here in your pedal. Your next progression will be a hop. If you're hopping, let's split it front to back. Sure. Single, single, double, hold. 1, 2, hold. Yep. 1, 2, hold. Maybe that hold sinks. 1, 2, hold. Again. 4 more, whichever level you're doing. Maybe it's just a pedal. Maybe it's all the way to this crazy. Just hop or pedal. Hop or pedal. 4 more counts. In 4, 3, just a parallel squat. Adjust your outfit. We're almost to the end of these intervals, I should say. Not almost the end of class. Feet wide, toes to the corners, sink your hips, fingertips up. They sink, press. Now take them arms out to the side. Sink, push down to come up. Easy enough. Left heel comes up, rotate right. Center, push down, come up, other way. Right heel, rotate, center, up. Left heel, rotate, center, up. This is your move. Once more each side. Once more. Then center, 3 pulses down. So it's 3, 2, 1. Together and out. 3, 2, 1. Together and out. Maybe the together comes up off the mat. Doesn't have to. It's an option. In 3, 2, 1. In 3, 2, 1. 2 more of any level. 2, 1. Last time. 3, 2. Just the hip sink. Now listen, holidays are coming up. Normally I would say you want to be able to fit in to whatever you're wearing to a holiday party. But I think we all know we're not going to a holiday party. So you know what? As long as your heart's in good shape, your joints feel good, you can wear sweats for the holidays. Who cares? Shoulders down and back. Back to parallel squats right here. Sink. Push down to come up. All right. Arms up. Touch your knees. Sink your hips. Touch your knees. Reach up. Knees. Sink your hips. The temptation is going to be do that. Try not to dump your head down. Sink your hips. Faster here. So knees. Sink knees up. Up. Maybe you lift your heels at the top. So eyes up, chest up. You don't have to get near the floor. It's not a contest. If you're lifting your heels, maybe you get off the floor at the top. Just 4 more of any level. 4, 3, 2, just the squat here. How are your quads? Right leg steps back once. Oh, left, and now you're right. High heart rate. Couldn't tell my mirrored left from right. Sink. We did this in the beginning. Now making a lateral lunge back there. So bend the back knee, bend the back knee. The same thing we did out to the sides, yes? Maybe you reach up behind you. Reach up. Again. Sink up. If you're sinking your hips pretty far down, you might be able to get your front fingertips to the floor, but you're not going to do that with a rounded hunchback. Chest up. 2 more. Parallel squats here. Sink. Push down and squeeze. 1 more. Both arms come up. Inhale, hands on your legs. Round your upper back and release. Do it again. Round up for 2. Release. This time come all the way up. I'm going to turn to the side. You can choose to stay straight on. I'll turn to the side so that when we do core, you can see what's happening from the side. Front arm and leg is the leg and arm that's closest to me. And then obviously the back one is the one furthest from your screen. Whew, I felt like a ton of bricks today. I'll use this bigger towel is not as sweaty. I did that Zoom class yesterday, and maybe I made it more difficult than usual. I am feeling it. Oh, hello, floor. All right, having a sit. We'll work our knees bent for this beginning of the core. I'm not even sure what language I'm speaking today, jumbling up my sentences. So we'll sit just upright, booty bones into the floor, knees bent, feet flat on the floor, arms out in front. So unshrug your shoulders and move this out of the way. Sitting up tall, so your back is extended, then curl down, 1, 2, and up. I know, right, Beth? I think I sent you the email link. Listen, if anybody wants to participate in the next live Zoom, let me know, send me a message, give me your email so I can send out the link. It was fun. It's a completely different technical setup than I have here for Instagram. So there was a little learning curve. It took us a few minutes to get started. It was fun. But yeah, suck the energy out of the back of my head. Palms together. You'll curl for 2 and up. Again, curl. As you curl, bring your fingertips up to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you and back up. So curl, reach, up, curl, reach, again, curl, reach. We'll do 2 more from here. So curl, reach. This time, you'll hold your curl. Your front arm will reach behind you and then come up. 1 more slowly, same arm. And then single counts here. Out and up. So you're working the diagonal. Maybe your front leg extends up. What? Only if you need the extra resistance. And I have to show it and make it look easy because I'm the teacher. 4 more of any level. Are you unshrugging your shoulders? 2 more. And forward fold. We'll do it again to the other side. Your knees can be bent on your fold or any kind of straight in between. Either way, actively separating your shoulder blades. Release your low back. Chin to your chest. Inhale. On your exhale, flex both feet. Eyes up. And then your shoulders. And then your body. Let's start again. Bend both knees. Sit up tall, arms out front, curl down, keep your shoulders away from your ears, curl down, palms together, curl down for 2 and up, curl down for 2 and up, and maybe on the curl, your fingertips reach up to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. Again, curl down, 1, 2, and up. Curl, reach, twice more than we hold, so curl, reach. This time, curl and hold, fingertips reaching on the diagonal, back arm reaches behind you, and up. Same thing, slow motion, single count. So you reach and up. Your arm is creating more resistance. Maybe your back leg lifts up. Doesn't have to, but you are going to continue to unshrug your shoulders. Well, I almost fell backwards. We have 4 together. 3. Remember to breathe. And forward fold. Ooh. Legs bent or straight. Release your low back. Actively separating your shoulder blades. Inhale. On your exhale, flex both feet. Bring your eyes up first. Shoulders, and then your body. I'm going to take a little scoot forward. Tuck your hips. Fingertips will help you roll down. 1 bone at a time. When you get there, re-scooch into the frame. Both knees into your chest and rock your knees side to side. Oh, this is the part, I don't remember what we did yesterday in class that created this kind of madness in my upper glutes. I will take the extension. You don't have to unless you like it. That extension at the end of the rotation. 1 more each side for me, maybe for you. Then come to the center, both knees into your chest, fingertips behind your ears, squeeze under your armpits, untuck your hips, 90 degrees of the hip and the knee, belly button level to the pelvic bone. Maybe this is enough resistance for you. If not, extend your back leg to the wall in front of you. Squeeze underneath your back armpit and roll your back shoulder blade off the floor. Instead of this, open your elbow out away from your face. 4 counts to change. 4, 3, peel your front shoulder blade up and hold it here. 4 counts to change it in. 4, 3, open your elbow at the top, change. 4, 3, let's do it in 2 counts here. So 1, 2, feel your shoulder blade peel off the floor. Try to stop your incoming leg at 90 degrees of the hip and the knee. Control it. And single counts here. Lift, lift, elbows out. 4, 3, double pulse at the top. 1, 2, 1, 2. Elbows are open. Singles here in 8, 7. Last 4, 3, 2, and release. Knees into your chest. Let your low back contact the floor. Give it a little rock, side to side. Hold in the center. Extend both legs up. Extend your fingertips to the ceiling. Make sure your spine is neutral. Then bend both knees to 90 degrees. Inhale as your arms come up over your head. Exhale, circle your arms around. Squeeze underneath your armpit. Roll your shoulder blades off the floor. Hold or pulse. So you decide. Either way, you're squeezing underneath your armpits to keep the work out of your neck. If you need more resistance, extend your legs on a diagonal. If you need more resistance here, take your legs out and in. So out, in. Squeeze underneath your armpits. Breathe in and out. Breathing in, inhale. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, inhale. 2, 3, 4, exhale. Hold here. If your legs were extended, bring it to chair. And then release. Knees into your chest. Set your back foot on the floor. Extend your front leg up. Your back leg can stay where it is, or it can walk out and find another point of flexibility. Either way, you want to feel the stretch behind your front leg. Bend your front knee, extend it up. Again, flex the foot, bend the knee, extend, do it again. So flex, bend, extend, last time, flex, bend, hold whatever extension you have. Doesn't have to be straight. You want to feel your hamstring open, front arm on the inside of your front leg. Press your leg out towards me, but only a couple inches. Only far enough to feel the stretch on the inside of your leg. Press your back hip to the floor. Pay no attention. If you're not anywhere near this flexible, it doesn't matter. You're just going to find your stretch on the inside of your front leg. Wherever that is for you, with your back hip still on the floor, try to flex both feet and bend your front knee back to the center. Front arm towards knee, back arm across your bent knee, and take your knee away, away from your screen. Hopefully there's someone in my house that does CPR. And come back to the center. Change sides, front foot on the floor. Extend your back leg up, only until you feel the stretch behind. Front leg can stay where it is, or it can walk out to any point of flexibility. Bend the back knee to the chest. Send the heel up. Do it again. Flex the foot. Bend the knee. Drive it up. Flex. Bend. We'll do one more so we're even on both sides. So flex. Bend. Hold your extension wherever that extension is for you. Back arm on the inside of your back leg. Push your leg to the side, but only far enough to feel the stretch on the inside of the leg. Is your front hip pressing down on the floor? I hope so. Flex both feet. Push your heels out to the walls.
Shoulders down with your collarbone is getting longer. Breathing all the way in and out. Bend your back knee to the center. Back arm reaches out to the side. Front arm across your back knee and take your knee towards me. Full spine rotation. Check your breathing here. Are you breathing all the way in and out? Is your back hand reaching out towards the back of your room or just away from your screen? Come back to the center. Cross one leg over the other. Just get your knees so they're crossed. Grab your knees or further down on your legs and go about halfway. Pull your knees into your chest. You'll feel this down the leg that's on top. Breathe all the way in and all the way out. And change sides. Cross it over. It is your leg. Pronouns are not good. Cross the other leg over. Either grab your knees or further down your legs and pull your knees into your chest. You'll feel this down the back of the leg that's on top. Breathing all the way in and out. And then release. Both feet on the floor. Flip over onto your stomach.
And onto your forearms. So before we do our final quad stretch, you'll take your knees out to the sides. Push down through your elbows, lift your hips. Get the soles of your feet towards each other. Your knees are out to the side. We're just doing a little turned out hip opener. You want to drive your elbows into the floor to keep your hips lifted. Just using a little gravity here for 4, 3, 2. Before you come down, bring your knees in, then release, arms and legs all the way out. Front arm reaches around, grab where your shoelaces would be. Pull your heel towards your hip. Press your hip to the floor. And then release. Change sides. Back arm reaches around, grab where your shoelaces would be. Pull your heel towards your hip, hip to the floor. You'll feel this open on the front of your leg. Those are your quadriceps. If you can, keep this hand here and bring your front arm back around. So you try to get both feet in your hands. If you're not quite here, you'll work on this. If you're already here, put your feet into your hands and try to lift your knees up. Maybe you lift your chest and open your shoulders. Either way, you're breathing all the way in and all the way out. And release if you are up. Hands to the side of the chest. Press your chest up. Take your hips to your heels. Child's pose. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. Rotate your thumbs up to the ceiling so your hands are on their sides. Release your palms back to the floor. Round your back up to a tabletop. Hands underneath your shoulders and tuck your toes. Round your back. Separating your shoulder blades. Push down with your hands and feet. Lift your tailbone up. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Let your head hang. Lift your tailbone up. Slowly unroll your back, stacking your spine. One bone on top of the next. In 4, 3, 2. This Sunday class is done. The day is now yours. After party, I'm going to use small dumbbells and my towel. Do a little shoulder, hip stretch, and upper body. That's in 5 minutes. If you're new to class and you're like, what is the after party? I'm going to sign up from this, share and post this class. We come back in 5 minutes and just do a little extra, but I don't post the after party, so that is only live. Thank you. The next class, if you looked at my post, will be, here's the dog. It's Wednesday, but check my post for formats. It's always 10 o'clock. And thanks for any donations you're throwing in. Your donation, if you're employed, is your vote to keep this going. See you in 5. Or that's 10, 5.